All right, guys, it's been a while since my last video, but not too much has changed. Let's look at the DXY sideways day, but slightly bullish. We ventured lower. There was some news today. There's news across the week, but let's not go into too much detail. Let's just look at the candles. Yeah, so daily candles close near high of day, suggests it wants to continue basically 106.5. It should test 106.5. Not the strongest move overall, but still, if I had to guess, 106.5 should be tested. Whether it breaks or closes above, that's entirely different matter. But neutral to slightly bullish still on the DXY. Yields, same thing. Now it looks stronger, and indeed there's still a bit more space to run, I would say, but it's had quite a move. I did think it was going to go up a bit. It's gone up maybe a bit more. I thought it might stall out here. But across the board, 30, 10, look at the 10. Do we stall now or do we have a bit more of a move left? Well, with the DXY, we might just go up a little bit more. Yeah, across the board, same thing. 5-year, 2-year hasn't moved up that much, has it? That's actually underperforming. But still, 30, 10, even the 5 should go up a little higher with the DXY. Now, with all that said, what about gold? Well, it's still holding 2280, still holding above 2300, really. Bullish day, kind of, right? The DXY had a nice day and the yields had a nice day. So gold finishing a little up is also decent. Silver had a similar, and overall it's sideways, right? Overall, we've been sideways for a while. Silver, we lost the ascending, but there was that one last line in the sand, this sort of low down here, touched it, bounced nicely. We're retesting the ascending. It should be a bit of resistance, like here-ish. I don't know, 29.64-ish, this kind of zone. Not only because we're retesting the ascending, but it's also, look at the high here, 29.65 here, 29.65, also there. A little bit of resistance there, but then again, if there's good news, bam, and it reacts positively, they'll go straight through it. But I feel like there's a little bit of resistance there-ish, but nothing crazy. And actually, gold doesn't have much resistance. It's got a little bit there, doesn't it? But overall, right, let's not look into it too much. Like I said, you could have some news and it just punches straight through. Overall, it's just been sideways, which is bullish because look at this crazy move we've had. We've just gone up, and then we stalled out, and then we all thought, well, not all of us, but even me, I thought maybe there's a chance of a flush. We didn't break any technicals, and we still haven't. So it's sideways. There will be a decision soon. There has to be. At some point, there'll be pennants broken. You got this one here. Here, you don't really have one. You've still got the horizontal, but I still favor overall, I have to say, slightly bullish because we're in a bullish uptrend and we got all the reasons fundamentally, macro, geopolitical, etc., even election wise. So gold slightly bullish, silver. I didn't really finish with silver. I mean, overall it's sideways, but here it's just, that little pop would be good. I am biased. And here you have more of a pennant. I don't want to overdo it with the lines, and we lost the ascending, but we didn't flush straight away, and with good reason because gold didn't lose its support, and silver is still so strong and just has so much catching up to do with gold that I feel like dips will be bought, and that's so far as what's happened. So bullish day, right? What was not so good, and actually this is the worst case scenario for me. I prefer metals going down and miners going up. We had it the opposite. We had metals going up slightly. Silver had a good day compared to compared to gold, but the miners closed at a low of day. First of all, they're red when the metals are green. That's not good. Closed at low of day. That's definitely not good. SILJ even worse, and silver was up more than gold. So what's that about? Just underperforming. They haven't really been underperforming that much, but today was notable stuff. GDX, not as bad, but still, red day. I mean, silver is underperforming. The silver miners are underperforming, and it's kind of I wouldn't expect that today. Silver had a good day. So is that a sign of things to come? Sometimes the miners lead the metals, or is it just some sort of I don't know, discrepancy that we shouldn't look into too much? We're in a support zone, right? So we look at still J here in a support zone. GDXJ, there's support just below in case we go a little lower for whatever reason in the metals tomorrow. But weekday, not great. But overall, remember, we're in a sideways pattern. This I can now delete. It didn't do anything. So I'll just keep it simple, horizontal, horizontal. Let's look at the miners, specific miners in my portfolio. Newmont, I mean, look, across the board, low of day close, it's not great, but still way higher than SILJ. You know, Newmont is still, I mean, this entire zone, since its pop on the good news, it's just drifting sideways. This entire action here, how much of a percentage move from bottom to top? 10%. It's not crazy. 10% range is just basic. So it's just trading within, and not even a 10% range recently, more like a 5%, slightly higher. So just sideways. And it's got some support down here in case it decides to flush even just below here at the low of day on this 141. So not, it's slightly bearish, but not that much. It's just still sideways. Barrett Gold, same sort of thing, close at low of day. You can see this descending is resistance. I think that's just more of confirmation. But it's not trading all the way down here, so that's okay. So just more sideways until we have a breakout of the miners or the metals, either way. Agnico, yeah, look, fake, like not fake breakout, but just not allowed to break out. You didn't have you didn't have the metals or the general ETFs on your side, so that was postponed. And again, another low of day close. Support will be down here. Nothing's changed there. Kind of sideways stuff. Pan American Silver, we're back in support. Closed at low of day. That makes sense with the silver miners ETF, let's say, going down, even though that's the juniors, the SILJ, but just I guess it kind of makes sense. But silver being up 1%. I would have expected Pan America to follow silver more, actually. That's disappointing, but we haven't breached any levels. But look, one more bad day, we could be closing below 19.35-ish, let's say. And then, well, then you should be going down, but you'd need silver to flush to justify a move lower in Pan America. So maybe it's just a good area to accumulate. I'm already heavy. I haven't actually bought or sold, definitely sold. I haven't bought anything in, I'm going to say weeks, maybe weeks, maybe 2 weeks or something. Since we've been trading, I bought down here already, not just Pan America, but several, and I haven't traded in several days. Honestly, it's like holiday season. There's the football on, like the Euros. So I just decided to preoccupy myself with that whilst, we're moving kind of 1 or 2%. That's below average kind of move. So not going to waste too much time looking into it. So, but still, Pan America, not ideal, but still holding the support. SSRM, you can see my little circles from the last video. Yeah, closed at low of day. I understand they all did. Hasn't closed below this candle. You'd expect support below 4.5. 4.5-ish is support. This is just really unlike all the others. It has its own chart. And if we go down another level, we're at the lows of the whole bear market. Obviously, it's had its own landslide, so that justifies that massive move lower. But this entire zone should be support. And I feel like anything down here or flushing, it should be bought. And even if you have the metals or the miners going down, I think SSRM on its own is just a big buy around here. But I already hold too much, so I'm not adding any more. Wheaton, look at this. Normally expect Wheaton to be, on the way down, or sort of defensive stock, doesn't go down as much as the others. And it didn't go down percentage-wise, but worst close in a long time. Close low of day, that makes sense, let's say, but still we're below support. For me, support is this 52.25. Now, the fact that we didn't close below 52, I guess, is the only silver lining, but that should go lower, honestly. That's quite weak. Let's go Franco Nevada. It's kind of perfect. Hit that, came back down. Okay, this we can get rid of. That's definitely obsolete, but this is obviously correct, this little resistance, which is obvious, but especially after it hit it. I haven't looked at these in several days, so it's nice to see that. Close at low of day. It's a shame. This was primed to go up, but if the sector doesn't assist, then you have to sort of postpone your breakout. We've had a few of those, like Agnico Eagle. I mean, this should be really strong down here, and I didn't buy it last time at 114. I might actually add Franco Nevada if it comes down here, but it's just middle of the range. Nothing crazy. Still have to wait and see, honestly. Metalla, that is the worst close in a while. Down 1.5% is nothing crazy, but still is so, look at how little it's rallied. And this should be a decent stock as far as I'm concerned. So, in several months from now, when the metals have continued higher, the miners have continued higher, you'd expect this to be like 100% higher, right? At least there. What if gold's at 3,000? What's metal doing? It's gotta be 100% from here. But that's not the greatest candle. So what happens if we keep going down? What if the miners and silver and metals just start to flush like gold below 2280? We're nowhere near there. Silver, no, we're nowhere near, but this would just collapse to its lows, like SSRM style. That's disappointing. Let's say, all right, the silver miners, which had a really bad day. Look at this, First Majestic below 5.8. For me, another mini sports zone was 5.8. We closed below it. And I've already bought this kind of zone. I think the last time I bought was 6.0 something, I remember, which is the same as where we are, right? That's it's all kind of the same sort of zone. I would leave this room until we go down here, if we go down here, but still low of day close. That's not good. That's like, looks like wheat and precious metals, but the silver stocks, and I've only just started, really not looking good. I mean, you saw the SILJ chart, so they all kind of had a bad day. They've all come down quite a lot, haven't they? It's a good reminder that when things go crazy, a reminder to myself, just nibble the levels, sell on the way up, buy on the way down. Don't get too overconfident like I did. Like I went in too heavy recently. I've still got a little bit on the sidelines, but I said I'd wait for a decent drop to add. Otherwise, I don't think I'd be all in, but I've only got like 15% on the sidelines, and that's the lowest level ever. And I want to be aggressive and buy some silver miners, small, not juniors, not I'm done with juniors, but mid-tier, even seniors like Pan America. I want to buy those when I think the bottom is really in. And I think there's a possibility we go lower. So especially with some of these stocks closing really this badly. And I don't understand why the miners closed that bad. I mean, it's not like the general market was down that much. And the metals were up. So I actually don't really understand why, especially the silver miners were down. I don't actually understand. Right, Fortuna, next one, just holding this 482. Clear support, but there's only so many times you can knock on this door before you start to close below it. But still holding support, just clear level. I wouldn't be buying that until we flush the next level to 4.4. CDE, it's stuck around so much. The ascending's lost and it's just sort of flagging sideways here. Not the best close at low of day. You see, you've got this sort of 5.24. That's the low. It'd be good if it sort of ventured, touched this, and then went back up. You know what I mean? Like a little bam and then a tail, and then you're okay. You're still sort of bullish, just to keep that 1 or 2 days away from $6 breakout possible. Because if you have a nice reversal, then the next day you're up, and the next day is like. But otherwise, it's doing really well still, despite this day. It's just outperformed so many. I mean, so many. So CDE can't complain that it's having a bad day, especially when you look at everything else. Heckler, still need to buy my second. Oh yeah, I was saying I was going to buy a silver miner. I'll be putting in, the next heavy tranche of Heckler buying. But I've already bought. Where did I buy this? I think I bought around 5.0 something. Also, so I need to give it a bit more room. Maybe this still not enough. Maybe I need another 2,000 in, maybe 1,000 here and 1,000 more in case it goes lower. But that's a decent drop, right, from the highs. They've all had a decent retracement, but 23, 25% is quite a lot for a bull market, right? But close low of day, another close low, so moving lower should be in the cards, especially if the metals go down tomorrow. Need to see the news also. EXK, the ascending support, very nice. That will hold. Should it fail, there's always that, horizontal low, the nearest horizontal low, which is kind of the same thing. That's called 3.4. But for now, I think it's pretty clear that the ascending is holding. It'd be so good if it just goes back up. But still, had a hell of a run from 1.4. Now we're at 3.5. That's still You know, that's more than 100% higher than down here. So, but yeah, the ascending is holding for now. Then we've got this. Then we've probably got to move down to 3 point. I don't know, it's 3.2 or I'm not sure, but I'm not adding that one. Mag Silver, come all the way. Man, it's had a nice little pop, but come back down. Support 11.5-ish, give or take 10 cents maybe. It's probably down here actually, 11 point, just below 11.5. Next one is Aris Mining. Uh-huh. Touching 3.7. Kind of the same zone as here, because this has a crazy spread and it's not that liquid, but I can see why I've got 3.7-ish, give or take 5 cents maybe. Makes sense on a kind of day like today that it's going to test here since we've been trading here the whole time. Just hold, no add, no sell. I am gold. Right, the descending is done. It's just horizontals. Yes, this is your support, close at low of day. I think this is a very simple trading range that you're trading. It's not even that much, is it? Another 10% trading range. There's quite a few of them doing that. Got to see which way it breaks. If we close below and the metal's flushed down, we go to probably here. Makes sense. If we break out higher, honestly, we'll probably go higher than this one, but I'll leave it in. Plus, it's a big round number. B2 gold. This is now irrelevant. Don't even know why I had that one actually. Got the little pennant. Yeah, okay. I should have drawn a normal line there. We'll just leave it like this. So yeah, which way you're gonna break? For me, it favors the upside breakout. It's just so strong down here that I mean, what are you gonna do? Stop out? Go short? No, you're just gonna hold and hopefully not freak out if we flush here and see a big reversal because long term this should be another cracking investment, a bit like Metallic, you know, just so undervalued. But anyway, things that go down can keep going down, but still, I think these are not Chinese pump and dumps. So long-term B2 gold, especially with the dividend, should go up. Just looking for that breakout. The pennant Equinox, nice, still sideways, basically a sideways day. Sideways, nothing to say. And it's also far off its prior lows down here. You know, there's quite a few of them, a bit like the seniors, you know, they're off their lows down here. They're all the way up here. It's not that high up, but still Newmont, you know. But when you look at things like Heckler, the silver miners, new lows, right? First Majestic, new lows. I wouldn't say necessarily XK, but heck, yeah, new lows. So when you see something like Equinox, it's not that far off, but still holding sideways, still favor the breakout. These are, you know, we're in a bull market. These are still massively undervalued. And you're just waiting for that little one strong candle, you know, above 5.6, for example, and then bam, it's on. And then it takes like 4 days to get all the way back up here. And then you think, what the hell was I thinking down here? This was just some accumulation. And I think you can say that for a lot of them. SBSW, I'm so happy I didn't add to this one. This one, I'm just saying that my position, which is smaller than all of these, is just my position for this entire area because this is so high risk. But this is also a play on other metals, like a multi-metal play. All right, I don't think I missed any. I haven't done a video in a while. I want to make it quick, sharp, to the point, and I want to get back into doing videos every day because I enjoy it. But honestly, last few days, even 1 or 2 weeks, it's just been a big sideways move and it's just consolidation, taking a breather before ultimately, in my opinion, the next leg up. I think we still have every single reason to expect metals to go higher. Inflation, war, debt, elections, absolutely everything. I don't see, you know, inflation ending or wars coming to a close, anything like that. So let's see. Hopefully, it gets a bit more exciting and let's have a bit more of a move, you know, a direction, preferably to the upside. All right, I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Hope you enjoyed that.